Eamonn Holmes left in tears after emotional farewell for TV veteran. GB News presenter Eamonn Holmes has paid a touching tribute to the veteran broadcaster John Stapleton after attending his funeral. Eamonn Holmes has shared a touching tribute to the late TV presenter John Stapleton following his funeral on Friday, October 3. The veteran broadcaster passed away peacefully in a hospital at the age of 79 on September 21, his agent revealed. The renowned broadcaster was the face of factual programming for a generation, featuring widely on several shows such as the BBC's Watchdog and GMTV's NewsHour. His agent, Gill, said his Parkinson's disease was complicated by pneumonia and that his son Nick and daughter-in-law Lise had been constantly at his side. Weeks later, GB News presenter Eamonn attended the journalist's funeral, where he bid a final farewell to the infamous reporter. Sharing a picture of the presenter's order of service, where the presenter was seen looking proud alongside his late wife, Lynn Woods, who died back in 2020 at the age of 72. The Watchdog presenter and campaigning journalist passed away peacefully after having suffered a massive stroke last night and a subsequent bleed on the brain. Eamonn revealed that the celebration of life service was in honor of both John and his wife due to the global pandemic at the time of her death. He captioned the post, "Just got back from John's funeral service." It was also a celebration of Lynn's life, who died during COVID restrictions. A loving, respectful send-off, a few tears, a lot of laughs, and a lot of friends. Admiration for their son Nick and the family dog, who was there too. By John, it was a heck of a life mate prayer emoji. It didn't take long before his loyal fanbase expressed their sympathies and shared their fond memories of the presenter in the comments. One user wrote, "Such a wonderful send-off. God bless you, John, prayer emoji, heart emoji." Another agreed, "He was a great man and presenter, as are you, Eamonn. May he rest in peace, crying emoji." A third chimed in with, "I loved his talk show in the mornings in the 80s. Eamonn isn't the only familiar face to share a touching tribute for the presenter online. After the news of his death hit the headlines last month, Gene's Charlotte Hawkins shared a sweet message in his memory alongside a series of snaps of the pair together. She wrote, "So very sad to hear John Stapleton, R. Stapes, has died. I loved working with him on GMB, he was a legend and such a brilliant broadcaster. A genuinely lovely man. It was good to have a catch-up with him when he came in a few months ago to talk about his Parkinson's diagnosis. He'll be much missed." Eamonn Holmes admits, there were tears, as he shares heartbreaking send-off to close pal, was a heck of a life. Broadcaster John Stapleton died last week following a battle with Parkinson's. Eamonn Holmes opened up on his emotional response as he bid farewell to well-known broadcaster John Stapleton. Mr. Stapleton, 79, died last month following a battle with Parkinson's disease and complications with pneumonia. The People's Channel's Eamonn attended Mr. Stapleton's funeral service on Thursday, sharing on social media how he had shed tears over the loss of his friend and fellow news presenter. Just back from John's funeral service, the 65-year-old penned on Instagram alongside a photo of Mr. Stapleton's order of service. He continued, "It was also a celebration of Lynn's life, who died during COVID restrictions. A loving, respectful send-off, a few tears, a lot of laughs and a lot of friends. Admiration for their son Nick and the family dog who was there too. By John, it was a heck of a life mate, sick." The photo on the front was of Mr. Stapleton with his late wife and fellow presenter Lynn Wood, who died in 2020 following a stroke. Mr. Stapleton's death was confirmed last week by his agent, who revealed he died peacefully in hospital. The presenter was best known for his work as a presenter and reporter on ITV Breakfast Television, hosting shows such as GMTV and Daybreak. He also hosted Nationwide and Watchdog for the BBC. Responding to Eamonn's post, many fans shared tributes to Mr. Stapleton, with one writing, "Ah, I loved his talk show in the mornings in the 80s, can't remember what it was called." A second penned, "What a lovely couple they seemed. He seemed like a swan without its mate when Lynn died. Great man and presenter, as are you, Eamonn. May he rest in peace." Another shared before a fourth echoed, "Audience was always in safe hands when either of them were presenting. Another amazing human has left this world. Rest easy, John." Someone else commented while another added, "So sad today thinking of his family and friends." Eamonn appeared on yesterday's breakfast show on GB News, joining via video link to talk about another late icon. Eamonn spoke fondly of Jane Goodall, the pioneering primatologist, who died on Wednesday at the age of 91. Dr. Goodall, who became known for her work with apes and environmental campaigning, died in California while she was on a speaking tour in the United States, the Jane Goodall Institute confirmed on Wednesday night. Eamonn labeled the conservationist, "the most impressive individual I have ever met." "She was the most impressive individual I have ever met," he gushed. "I would say the most important, the most talented human being that I've ever met in my lifetime. And we doing the job, are privileged to meet a lot of very impressive people. And my only thing about Jane is not enough people knew about her. Those that did know about her were spellbound, absolutely taken in by the gift that she had." As a photo on screen showed the late anthropologist meeting President Biden, Eamonn continued, "And there she's getting the badge of honor from President Biden." Another clip showed Dr. Goodall being hugged by a chimpanzee, prompting a touched Eamonn to comment, "Now, look at her here. The communication that she has with these chimpanzees. Look at this, this is just amazing. That chimp isn't reacting with everybody else around her like that, and the reason is that she speaks the language of that chimp, so she is literally a Dr. Dolittle." Animal lover Eamonn continued, "She can talk to the animals and the animals can talk to her. And she learned the vocabulary over 40, 50 years. Bit by bit, adding to it. And it's just, I tell you, it's eye-watering just looking at how that animal can reach out and talk to her. And none of us can do that. And my whole point about her is, and I got to know her over 7 years or so and I did many interviews with her, and I talked to her personally. But my point is, why is nobody teaching us to talk to the animals? Why is no one forming a connection between us and cows, us and sheep, us and dogs?